What's up everyone, welcome back to another deep dive into the world of facial aesthetics. And I mean literally deep. Today we're getting surgical with the eye area, but not in a scalpel kind of way, in a why do some people look intense and others look innocent kind of way. If you've ever wondered, why do my eyes look small in pictures? Why do some men have soft, attractive stares while others look like villains? Or even, why does that one girl's face look sharp even when she's smiling? Then you're in the right place. This video will explore what separates masculine and feminine eye areas, including shape, depth, bone support, and the infamous positive canthal tilt. But unlike other videos that just throw a few angles and buzzwords at you, we're going all in. We're talking orbital rims, zygomatic bones, nasal bridges, eyebrow thickness, and how all of these combine to create that unmistakable masculine or feminine look. Before going further, if you want your facial analysis and personalized Lookmaxing guide, join my Patreon. Link will be down in the description. We'll break this down into 5 parts. Number 1. Eye size and apparent depth, why men's eyes look smaller even when they're not. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood things about male versus female eyes, size and protrusion. Contrary to what you might think, men don't have smaller actual eyeballs, but their eyes appear smaller. Why? Because of bone structure. Men tend to have higher nasal bridges, prominent brow ridges, taller, more forward cheekbones. These features frame the eye more aggressively, creating shadows and recessions that make the eye seem smaller or more deep-set. This is where the phrase hunter eyes comes in, deep, shadowed, and sharp, compared to prey eyes, which are wide, exposed, and more rounded. Women, on the other hand, typically have softer brow ridges, lower nasal bridges, less projection in the mid-face, which makes their eyes look more open, larger, and more exposed, and I mean that in a good way. Look at Brad Pitt versus Angelina Jolie. Brad's eyes are deeply set with strong surrounding bone structure. Angelina's eyes are more exposed and appear larger and more almond-shaped. Both are attractive, just for different reasons. One says, "I've survived a war." The other says, "I've been sent by the gods." Number 2. Bone structure support, the zygomatic bone, aka cheekbone power. Let's zoom out slightly to look at the zygomatic bone, also known as your cheekbone. The zygomatic bone controls the lift and position of the eye area. It's a big player in facial aesthetics, and in evolutionary terms, a survival trait. In men, the zygomatic bone is often more pronounced, more forward-growing, and better integrated with the surrounding facial structure. This not only protects the eyes but creates that mid-face tension that makes the eyes appear sharper and more masculine. In women, it's often slightly flatter or curved, leading to a softer transition between the mid-face and the eye socket. But here's a wild detail: as we age, our zygomatic bones lose projection, causing the under-eye area to flatten or sag. That's one of the reasons people begin to look tired even when they feel fine. Want to test your own zygos? Smile in the mirror. If your cheeks rise and form a shelf under the eye, congrats, you're structurally supported. If they melt into your face like ice cream, well, there's work to do. Number 3. Eyebrows and eyelashes, more than decoration. Eyebrows and eyelashes are underrated when it comes to defining the eye area's gendered traits. Let's start with eyebrows. Men usually have lower set, thicker, and straighter brows. These contribute to a more brooding, stoic appearance. Women often have more arched, thinner, and higher set brows, which helps open the eye area and make it look more expressive. Ever notice how makeup artists always arch and raise the brows in female characters? It's not random, it's to maximize that neotenous, youthful effect. Now, eyelashes. They're supposed to protect your eyes, but evolution said, nah, let's make them hot. Long, dark lashes increase the eye contrast and frame the eye, making it stand out more. Men with long lashes often look more pretty boy or innocent, depending on other facial traits. Women with thick lashes get a major boost in eye attractiveness, especially with already rounded eyes. Number 4. The positive canthal tilt and its masculine versus feminine styles. Ah yes, the star of the show, the positive canthal tilt. This is the upward angle from the inner canthus, inner eye corner, to the Outer canthus, outer eye corner. If the outer canthus sits higher, you have a positive tilt. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There are two distinct types of positive tilt. Masculine positive tilt, usually caused by a downward medial canthus paired with a straight lower eyelid. Think sharp, aggressive, predator-like. This eye shape communicates confidence, strength, and structure. Feminine positive tilt comes from a neutral or upward inner canthus and a curved, round lower eyelid. It gives a soft, innocent, and even seductive appearance. Alain Delon, for instance, has a feminine canthal tilt on a masculine face. And it works because his other features, jawline, facial width, etc., balance it out. So having a feminine canthal tilt doesn't ruin your looks. But if your entire face lacks structure and your eye tilt is soft, it can definitely hurt your dominance signal. That's why pretty boys can thrive with feminine eye traits, and why some guys look oddly off even if they technically have a positive tilt. Number 5. Harmony is king, the real key to eye attractiveness. Here's the twist ending you didn't expect: it's not about having masculine or feminine traits. It's about how well those traits work together on your face. If you've got a feminine canthal tilt and round eyes, you better bring a strong jaw or high cheekbones to balance the softness. If you've got a masculine canthal tilt and harsh features, consider softening your grooming or expressions to avoid looking aggressive. This is what we call facial harmony, how everything comes together like pieces of a puzzle. You don't need perfect pieces. You need a complete, coherent picture. So to wrap this up, your eye area says more than you think. It can tell people if you're dominant or soft, old or youthful, structured or undefined. Masculine and feminine traits both have value, but they must work in harmony with the rest of your face. Stop obsessing over one angle or measurement. Instead, zoom out, look at your full face, and figure out how to create balance. And hey, next time you're scrolling through Instagram thinking, why do their eyes look better than mine? Just remember, it's probably not their eyes. It's their bones. Let me know in the comments what kind of eye area you think you have. Or if you've ever been told you look intense or baby-faced without knowing why. Smash that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe if you're tired of generic advice and want deep dives that actually help you understand your face. Catch you guys in the next one, where we'll probably dissect another body part and make you question your entire existence. And don't forget to join my Patreon, where I am gonna analyze your face completely: front harmony, side harmony, miscellaneous features, sexual dimorphism, and facial leanness or angularity. Also SMV analysis. SMV stands for sexual market value, where I count your facial score out of 10, your height, your physique, your fashion sense, your income, your bank balance, your social media followers. Peace.